Okay, here we are with another pump installation review. Let's take a quick look here. We've got a Super Pump VS, variable speed super pump. This is essentially a 4-speed pump, not a true variable speed. So we've got nice straight run into the suction. Right out the top we've got a street elbow. That's a fairly serious flow restriction, especially because we go male adapter, street elbow, union, and a 3-way valve, all one right after the other. So that's quite a bit of flow restriction, making this pump work a fair bit harder than it should. This Jandy 3-way valve here, I mean, if this weren't here, you would just see an elbow that goes this way, and that would bring you into the filter. That 3-way has been added so that in the event that there's too much water in the pool, you can just run this backwash line out. The idea being with a sand filter, when you do backwashing, you're constantly lowering the level, but if you just plumb a cartridge filter straight in, then you won't have any method with which to drain the water, so that's why that 3-way valve was added. Into the cartridge filter, back out of the cartridge filter, into an old Lars heater here. So the CPVC nipples, then come back out, straight down into a Zodiac salt cell, down into a union, back into the ground. So what's significant here is, same with all the other videos, there needs to be a check valve right here to prevent this chlorine from backtracking into the system. Without that, every time the system turns off, and sometimes even while the system's running, you will end up with concentrated chlorine accumulating at the header here, which will absolutely rot out the header. Now the lighting's bad here, but I can see staining on the inside of this. And that staining is from the metals inside of this heat exchanger deteriorating. And I always talk about pulling the return lines because you would be able to see that. So I've done that. Let's go take a look at one, and I'll show you what the end result is from a heater core that is being exposed to harsh chemicals and deteriorating. So here we are over at a return. That's what you'd see. And that's what I see. See all that staining there? That's about as straightforward as you're going to get. That heater is being torn to pieces from the lack of a check valve in between the heater itself and the saltwater cell. This is swimming pool equipment installation 101. I don't know why so many guys get that wrong, but it's a mistake. Definitely need to have that check valve there.